Well, good afternoon everybody, welcome to another video. My name's Lee, VirtualAirlinePilot. This is another review video. You are looking at Gwadar International Airport in Pakistan, Oscar Papa Golf Delta. This is a little payware scenery by MSK Productions. Nothing huge, it's only really cheap, it's only about €7. I'll put the prices and everything up at the end. But it is a major international airport that sits in a very unusual and kind of interesting location, which is why I bought it and why I decided to have a look at it. So some facts and figures. Gwadar Airport in Pakistan lies 9 miles or 14 kilometers north of the city of Gwadar in the Balochistan province in Pakistan. It's operated by the Pakistan Civil Aviation Authority. Some of the history: 1958, the town of Gwadar was purchased from the Sultan of Muscat, would you believe, by the Pakistani government. In 1966, air operations began at this airport. It was given international status once flights between Karachi and Muscat began. Basically, they had a service that would fly from Muscat to Gwadar and then on to Karachi and back. 1984, a terminal in here was inaugurated. That's the one you're looking at down there. And in 2008 they added a new departure and VIP lounge. The airport caters mainly to the local population. Pakistan International Airline is the main carrier, which connects to over 12 other cities. However, Omani Air and Air Blue also began operations into Gwadar as the airport progressed. There is a new airport under construction, which is supposedly to complete next year, 2022, located 26 kilometers or 15 miles northwest of this current airport. It's being funded by China at a cost of $246 million. So this airport has a single runway, 2406, 6,500 feet long or 2,000 meters. It's asphalt. Approaches does have instrument approaches, RNAV and NDB approaches in use, no ILS unfortunately. The runway does have, supposedly, according to the charts, it does have high intensity runway lighting system and PAPIs at both ends, and the airport elevation is 32 feet. The ground there, as you can see, has 4 parking positions, big enough to handle anything. Although with a 6,500 foot runway I wouldn't expect to see a 747 coming down here. We got passenger and aircraft details figures for 2017-18 that year. Passengers, they had 33,948 and 828 aircraft movements. Now I had a brief look at this earlier on. As I said, it's a basic airport, nothing fancy, but it is rather cute in an interesting location just north of the city of Gwadar, and I'll show you on the map where this is. So there you have Gwadar International Airport right there, runway 06 going that way, and then you've got the main highway that leads into the town here. There's also a port here. So we'll spin out a little bit so you can see exactly where it is. So here you've got Abu Dhabi, Dubai and Sharjah on the Gulf Coast there, Muscat, and here is Gwadar. So you can see it's just the Gulf of Oman. Interesting location. So we zoom back in again and you can see got this rather unique massive roundabout which comes off the highway south from the airport and into the city. Must be the biggest one I've ever seen. We'll have a look at it if we get a chance. And there you can see it goes south, continues south through the old city, through into the Gwadar Port Authority. You've got the port here, and beaches and things here. So a really interesting place. Let's just scroll the map up here. They've got this river which is also replicated as well in the scenery. So, as I say, the scenery is made by MSK Productions. It's available on Sim Market. Download size is 14 megs and it installs into your community folder with a size of 77 megabytes. And as I say, in a moment I shall put up all these details for you to see. So there you go, let's get into the review and let's have a close look at this airport. So let's start by leaving the ramp area. As you can see, the concrete's nicely done. Quite like the brakes and things there. Let's just have a look into the terminal area. There you can see the stair bridges with PIA written on. It all looks pretty basic, but I like the foliage and everything, the way that all sits. It just looks, I'm all about ambience and atmosphere, and this looks nice, just looks nice. It's very simplified. Let's have a look inside to see if there's anything that's been done inside. As you can see, you've got the name in English and in the Arabic language. So here we are inside. As you can see, nothing's been developed inside. You just got the shell with the bits and pieces that are added on it. So just coming outside, land side of the terminal now, into the car park. Once again, the foliage and the little ambience, the way it's all been done, is quite pleasant. I quite like that. Cars and everything look good. Again, there's the way the building looked landside. Pretty basic. You got your road, but no seriously impressive signage or anything like that. But it all looks okay. So this is the fire station and the control tower building. Don't for one moment think they've got anything inside the control tower, but we'll have a look. No, that's not been developed. Several buildings out here which look like default ones, to be honest. So there you go, a little overview of the ramp area and the buildings already as it is. So let's have a look at dusk, see what the lighting's like, if any. Okay, so here we are at dusk then. A little bit disappointing really, no lighting at all. What you can see flashing away in the middle there are the lights on my helicopter, as we'll be about to sort of lift off in a moment. So look at a higher elevation there, and again you can see the car park and the buildings quite well, but no lighting. The runway centre line is lit, but I can't see any PAPI indicators at the side. We'll have a look in a minute. Let's go to night time. So 8:30 local time, dead of the night. As you can see, we've just about got runway lighting, but nothing else. Interesting thing is, as you can see, you've got the road there and lights and various bits and pieces lit up in the local area, but the airport itself has not even been touched lighting wise. Looking towards the south, there's the city. As you can see, you've just about got runway lighting there. Let's have a look at the approach to the runways. So here we are looking down runway 24. Now according to the charts, this runway should have precision approach path indicators, or PAPIs, on the side of the runway, and it also should also have HILs, high intensity runway lighting system as being the big lead-in lights that lead in right into the runway from afar, but it hasn't. And I can also report that at the other end the same is true, so the runway hasn't been completed properly with the appropriate lighting, and of course no lighting at all on the ramp. But as you can see, the general ambience of the place is quite nice. In the daytime it looks wonderful. And you can see the mountains and the peninsula that goes down there in the distance. You know, the location is really unusual and very quaint, which is the reason why I was interested enough to buy this. And as I said, the review is I purchased this, it's not been sent for me. And with a 6,500 foot runway you could bring the Airbus in here quite easily. Very pleasant. So, having had a look round here, let's get into the helicopter, head south towards the city and see what it looks like. Okay, welcome folks, so here we are in a helicopter. I've set the time for 6 AM with clear skies, so hopefully it's a sort of a nice time of the day to see how this all looks. So we're going to lift off and then head south. Come up to about maybe 700 feet, something like that, and we head down to towards the old city. Now there's the river you saw on the map. Coming off on 600 feet, we'll stay at about 600. Let's just get a bit more forward speed. So as you can see, these all seem to be pretty much basic default stuff, and this is what it is around here. But now you've got an airport where you can fly into and go on a little sightseeing trip. So there's a roundabout, but it's not the big one. I think the big one's further down. definitely looks really quite interesting here. So now as we get further south you can see this big roundabout that I've been looking at. It's huge. This has to be the biggest roundabout I've ever seen anywhere. It's quite unusual, unlike anything I've seen. So this is the old city of Gwadar. Really quaint. Lots of interesting little buildings. As you can see, they're not all the same. So there's enough here to keep me interested, so to speak. A little bit of scenery popping over there by the mountains on the right. I'm just going to come down the right shoreline. I need to come up a bit because of those mountains. So there you go. So you can see a little bit of popping in the scenery. That's an Osobo, seeing it's not anything to do with the scenery from the airport. So let's come left across to the port. See, it's really quaint here. So lots of cargo bits and pieces there. Some photogrammetry boats. See if we can swing back in towards the harbour. So pretty pleasant. Quite an interesting place here. I have to admit to you, this is where I tried to land before, and this is open ground, there's nothing on it, but I actually had it came out as a crash, so for some reason it's not allowing me to land here at all. I can't see any heliports or anything. Very picturesque place. I wonder if we could land on a hilltop. We'll just skirt along the coast here. Try and keep down to about 500 feet and see what we can see building wise. See, to be honest, that's the first time I've encountered a crash when I'm trying to land on open ground. Right, so clearly you've got this coast road here. It does look nice, very quaint. Would be nice, I should think, to take a Cessna or something, go a little further afield. It looks like an interesting place to me. So there's big roundabout. It's supposed to be a petrol station somewhere around here, according to the map. It's quite fascinating. I just find this very therapeutic and interesting to fly over. And as I say, now that we have this airport at Gwadar, we've got a place you can fly into from far afield. Might be fun to do a flight from Dubai, or in fact we've got new scenery out for Abu Dhabi now. So it might be fun to do a flight in say an Omani A320 and try the RNAV into the airport. So there we are, safe landing back at the airport. So there you are, folks, thank you for joining me. Just a short review of an interesting little airport, very cheap airport, available on SIM markets, called Gwadar Airport in Pakistan, Oscar Papa Golf Delta, scenery by MSK Productions. A little airport that's actually an international airport, soon to be replaced by the looks of it, about 9 miles north of the town or the city of Gwadar in southern Pakistan, off the Sea of Oman, I think it is. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some enjoyment out of it. I think it's an interesting little place, very interesting location, probably plenty more to find. And now you have an airport where you can fly a major airline in and then go and have a look. My thoughts, I'd like to see night lighting done. That would be really good. It's only a small airport, so this wouldn't take a lot of work, but I'd like to see night lighting, the appropriate ramp lighting, maybe some in buildings interior would be nice. The runway needs to have the correct approach lighting as per the charts. And yeah, if those were done, it would make it quite a quaint little scenery, which it already is, but more could be done, I think. But I like it, I purchased it, and we'll fly into here, we'll give it a go. The RNAV approaches certainly will be a challenge. So thanks again, thanks for joining me. This is Lee, Virtual Airline Pilot. I'm saying thanks very much for joining me and for watching this. I hope you found it useful. I will see you in the next video, so it's bye for now. Take care.